There we go. There we go. Little tap, little tap, little tap, little tap, little tap. It's in, baby! No! Boom! There's the goal that we were looking for.
Oh, God, this makes up for the past 20-some-odd years of my life being a failure.
Nailed it. Hello and welcome to the second episode of Bit by Bit, the game series where we go through our video game catalogly.
Catalog?
Catalog's the word I was looking for. Scratch, rewind. This is Bit by Bit, the show where we go through our video game catalog bit by proverbial bit and share our love of gaming with each other and you, the loyal viewers.
Tell you, are these games worth your time? Or are we delusional through years of mind-numbing attempts to sober ourselves?
to entertain ourselves. Yes. So, first episode, we played Thief 2, one of Kyle's favorite games of all time that I had not played.
How great was it? How great was Thief 2, Bryan?
You all get it! Oh, you all get it!
Oh my God.
It was great.
It was great when you were not being a thief.
When I was running around stabbing everybody in the face. It was fantastic.
Jesus.
Stealth. Stealth.
The fucking shitload of bodies littering the streets.
Stealth. I'm stealth gamer. Today, we're going to play one of my favorite games that Kyle has not played. Rocket League. Cue the MLG horns. So yeah, Rocket League is... it came out of nowhere on me. It came out last year, 2015, produced by Psyonix. I had no idea. It was a game I knew nothing about, had never heard of, literally nothing. And I got a PS4 when right after they came out, which is an interesting story for another day.
I am still slumming it with my PS3.
That's fine. But so I got a PS4 right after it came out. But so I've had a PS Plus membership forever, and in July of 2015, I was looking at what the free, because you get 2 or 3 free games a month with your PS Plus subscription, and one of them was Rocket League, and I was like, what the fuck is that? That sounds interesting, and so I downloaded it, and that was literally the month it came out. They let it be free on PlayStation.
How, like, when you first got into it, what was it like?
It was crazy. I was like, why have I never heard of this game? I mean, because it's a simple idea. It's like, we're gonna play soccer with cars. But I'm like, the simplicity of it, it won me over immediately. And the first time you score a goal, you get that like adrenaline rush of like, fuck yeah! And I was hooked instantly. And I've played
I would never have that reaction to it, ever.
Never.
I would never, ever have that reaction to it.
Little tap, it's in, baby! No! Boom! There's the goal that we were looking for.
Oh, God, this makes up for the past 20-some-odd years of my life being a failure.
So yeah, it blew me away and it hooked me instantly, and I've since, in the last year or so, played literally hundreds and hundreds of hours of it. And
Bryan,
the thing that
MLG Pro.
I am not MLG Pro at all, but I have. I'll sprinkle in some clips that I've saved throughout the months in the year of my better plays. I save them now and then, so you'll see one right now. All right. But the thing that first struck me about it, I was like, one of my favorite games back in the day, on Nintendo 64 was Excite Bike 64.
Oh hell
which
yeah!
is a great game, and they have soccer in that.
I still have Excite Bike for NES.
We should have pulled. For NES. Okay. Yeah, no, which that one I like that. I remember enjoying that when I was younger too. But Excite Bike 64 hit me right in the right time frame, and I had a 64, And in that, there was a game mode where you could play soccer on motorcycles.
Nice.
And it was like super annoying because the camera, like in Rocket League, there's this thing called ball cam where it'll follow the ball. They didn't have that, so you just didn't know where the ball was half the time. And it was really tough, but it was fun still. Me and my friends used to play it. You play 2v2 on an N64. We used to play it all the time on top of the regular racing. And I was like, holy shit, somebody finally took that and made an actual game of it. Now, what turns out, and I had no idea of this, there's a prequel. This is a sequel, essentially. Rocket League is essentially a sequel. It's not a sequel. It's not tech. It's a spiritual sequel.
To what?
To, and it came out in 2008 for the PS3. Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket-Powered Battle Cars. That's the name of the game. I'm going to go out on a limb and say the reason that game didn't blow up was because the name is impossible.
That sounds like some China government censored title.
I know, but it's the same company, Psyonix. They made that in 2008, came out for PS3, and it wasn't successful, but it had a very small cult group of people who were like, this game is amazing, and got really good at it. And then they took everything they learned and heard from all the people that, the fans of that game. Mm-hmm. And they decided, we want to make this better and bigger and make it legit, and we're going to make it on the PS4.
Developers listening to their fans?
Again, that's another one, yeah. And Psyonix has been really great about that. I'm on their I'm on the Rocket League subreddit all the time. Their developers comment and talk to people and
bro, check out my sweet shot.
Check out my sweet mad score goal. This one, Rocket League, was a fucking crazy huge success. It has won, as of after a year after release, they have over 18 million unique players, that's pretty big for a game like this. They won a shit ton of awards at the 2015 Game Awards. They won Best Independent Game and Best Sports Game. They won 3 BAFTA Game Awards. It's literally just cleaned up and it exploded. And there's 3 different esport leagues. Their Rocket League actually has their own league, and then MLG. I think
I am not gonna lie. When it comes to video games winning awards, I'm incredibly impartial to for certain reasons.
Yeah.
Now, for an independent developer like them, that's good.
It is cool.
But when you do things like Hideo Kojima,
right. No, I know, but yeah, I think it was just cool because they won. They were it's this little independent company that's literally less than 50.
Like Hello Games.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh boy. But see, these people actually delivered on all their promises.
Sean Murray, if you're out there, just come out to a public square. We promise to not lash you that much.
Just get it all out at once. Just pull it, get it all out of the way. Take a couple lashes, and then we can all move on.
Trim your shitty beard.
We can all move on from this mess. So yeah, it hooked me instantly, and like I said, I've been playing it nonstop. And I think what it boils down to, the things that to me make it so good, is simplicity.
Mm-hmm. It's very Pac-Man-esque in its simplicity.
Yeah, you're just driving a car, and there's you can move, you can jump with it, and you can rocket boost with it, and that's it, and that's all there is to it. Now there are other game modes that have other stuff, but the main game is just that. And what it does is that simplicity gives you complete control over your car and over the outcome of a game in a way that a lot of sports games don't. Like I also like to play Madden. I haven't played Madden in a long time, but I'm right now I'm playing NHL 17, and I play other sports games. And even though they're fun, I like them. What they don't capture is that in NHL, when you shoot the puck at the net, you can pick what direction it goes, but there's also this you're like, oh, I'm going to aim for the top shelf or whatever, but it's also kind of like luck, if it goes in or if it glances off the post, which is kind of realistic, I guess, but you're not technically controlling exactly. In Rocket League, it's like pool. When you hit the ball a certain way, it's going to do exactly what you want it to do. There's no luck or chance involved other than you have complete control over what happens in the game.
When it comes to sporting games, I'm very much not like you. The only sporting game that I picked up is MLB The Show
because of
you.
I played a lot of these.
But like the sports games I played back in the day were the fun, wacky ones like Mutant League.
Yeah.
And Blitz.
Oh my god! You know what we should do an episode on, because it's one of my favorite games, and I forgot about it until you just said that. NBA Jam NBA Street. Sorry, NBA Street.
We might have to do, and you can totally look this one up. Charles Barkley Shut Up and Jam Guide in Chapter 1 of the Hoop Saga.
What is that?
Look it up.
That sounds amazing.
Look it up. It's insane.
But yeah, that could be a future episode. I love NBA Street Volume, especially NBA Street Volume 2. I played so much of that game when I was younger on GameCube. So much of that game.
Bitching dunks and shit.
Yeah, you're fucking flipping off the screen. Anyways, that's an old... Yeah, I love that game. Hey, somebody, whoever made NBA Street, remaster Volume 2 and put it out on PS4 for $20. I will buy it yesterday. So that would be amazing.
And person who made Charles Barkley Shut Up and Jam Guide in Chapter 1 of the Hoop Saga, the Wilfred Brimley level is just way too hard.
Is this guy with the fez the guy that died on stage?
Yeah.
Okay. That's it, baby. Sit and enjoy.
Boom!
Watch and enjoy.
2 goals in this game.
Look at you go. So you just sat down and played it for the first time for about an hour. What were your impressions? You've seen me play it a couple times when you've been over here, but what did you... I don't know what this reaction is.
It's Vietnam, like flashbacks.
So yeah, no, but what'd you think? Like,
the controls are very precise.
Yes, and that is the to its benefit, but it can be frustrating at first because you're not. Also, if you don't have a complete grasp of the controls yet, it can be a little.
Also, fuck you and your controller mapping.
Oh no! So close.
I will keep putting up that menu.
Okay, well let's talk about that a little bit, because I think that's a really cool thing that the game does. And PC gamers talking jerk off in the corner. I don't care. And I have a PC. I play PC games. I get it, but. We're gonna start that war right here, right now.
I believe my exact words were, "Oh, you can key map. That's cute."
Well, it is. It's fine. It's cute, but it's a game where every single button is completely customizable on a console. And now, sure, PC. I get it. But you can remap every key that you want to anything, which is freaking awesome. Carry on my wayward meme, crushing it. I love that name though. Carry on my wayward meme. If you're a viewer, you're champion. Let us know. Loving that name. But yeah, like we were saying with the controls, is that yes, they're very precise, which is what allows you to.
Never overshot a ball at all. I never missed one. I never over power slided the thing and made the stuff happen.
Nope.
That was a sentence. I never power slided the thing and made the stuff happen.
Anybody can pick it up and start playing it,
and you can have like some levels of success.
Yeah, literally anybody can pick it up, and especially if you've ever played. It only
took me like console. 4 games to get a goal.
Yeah, and you scored 2 or 3 goals in that after 3 or 4 games.
To be fair, we did have help.
Big Tex, if you're out there, thank you. You're the best. I'm truly. It's Big Tex. Big Tex. We called it. Big Tex. Put it in. Blue scored. That's amazing. I don't think I've ever seen that. None of you touched it, because from the beginning of the game till now, none of you have touched the ball, because the last blue person that would have touched it, even if all the way back to the beginning, they would have got credit for the goal. So that meant none of you touched it, and then Big Tex put it in.
I don't know what you're doing, like scoring other people's goals in a non-ranked game. You're not helping anybody.
At least do it in non-ranked. Don't do it in ranked, you asshole. Stay out of my ranked games. This is it. This is the MLG team. This is who you're going pro with. It's Spainkin and Marico.
Big Tex on the other team.
Mauricio and Big Tex. More importantly, Big Tex on the other team. The most important member of your team is Big Tex being on the other team. Yeah, anybody can pick it up and play it. There's a bar downtown I go to that's a video game bar, and they have over the bar they have a Rocket League. Well, they have a PS4.
Yeah. everything.
Well, yeah, they have everything. But over the bar, they have a big TV and they have a PS4 and they have the Mortal Kombat and shit. But most of the time, it's on Rocket League. And the reason I think they do that is because anybody can come in, pick it up. If you've held a controller before, you go, oh, this is how you drive. And then you're just playing soccer. It's so accessible that literally almost anybody can just pick it up and start playing it. But then you can go and you can watch pros play the game, and it's like it's an entirely different game.
Phenomenal touch. How did he manage to get that so quickly? He's going for the power slide. Oh my goodness, Marky!
Such a simple thing. You can have anybody. You can have a fucking. I'm pretty sure some of the people we were just playing in there were like 3-year-old kids just driving around on the fucking ceiling. Skater fan 8. Yeah. What are you doing? Just get off the ceiling. And then you have people who literally just do mind-melting things where you're like, how is that even possible?
Like, how did I not hit that ball that was stationary in the air?
Yeah. Yeah. How did I miss that ball? Oh my God, that clip. Oh my God, that was amazing. I don't know how you did that. You just like morphed around the ball without hitting it. There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh no! That was more impressive. That was more impressive than you actually hitting it. You managed to like body roll right around the.
How do you do anything in this game? So when I see this kind of game, this is the kind of game that gives me a lot of hope for the game industries. When they're not just like, here is your linear corridor, go do a thing.
Yeah.
This is the kind of game that's like simpler. I will just say this about games. Simpler is typically better.
It's true for most things, yeah.
Unless you're doing like StarCraft.
Well, yeah, there are things where complicated.
RTSs need to be complicated.
Yeah.
But for things like this is the ideal situation you want with a game.
Yeah. Where
there's no sides, no allegiances to a degree, aside from the team you're on.
Yeah.
There's no. I mean, the goal is very clear. There's nothing. There's not like what there is like. Oh, Deus Ex. What does it mean to be human?
It's just, it really does boil down. I think what you're getting at, and it boils down to pure what gaming. I don't want to say originally was about, but to an extent of like
it's overcoming an obstacle.
It's overcoming an obstacle and winning, and just having a lot of fun while you do it.
Put Charlie Sheen in there, winning,
and having a lot of fun while you do it. But yeah, it's literally just as simple fun as a video game gets.
As I recall, the very first Pong that came out didn't even keep score.
No, yeah. Well, I don't know if that's true, but if it is true, yeah, sure, because that's the point. And I mean, you could literally do the same thing with this game. The other thing I want to mention that's cool is that they are adding. I actually don't play any of it. I literally just play standard 3v3 ranked because I'm pro. I don't mess around with all the other bullshit. But they continuously add new game modes and stuff. There's a basketball variation on it that's really cool, where it's like hoops are off the ground. You gotta shoot. There's a hockey version with a puck and on an ice rink.
The custom maps are pretty sweet too.
Yeah. There's different. Originally, all the maps were just normal flat.
The one I saw that I really liked was the donut map.
Yeah,
that one's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
you're just in a ring.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's other ones that have different ramps and different, and that's a carryover from super powered acrobatic rocket. Whatever, supersonic acrobatic rocket powered battle cars. Is the different uneven uniform map, but they also have added in recently these things called like mutilators. I don't even know where they have it. There's a special game map where there's like power ups, kind of like Mario Kart, where you can like punch the ball and like grab it and shit, which adds a different fun wrinkle. But they keep adding shit like that. And they continue, and all that stuff's free. The only things that cost money ever is like cosmetic stuff. Anytime they add new game modes or new maps or any of that, that's all free. Like I said, you can pay money for like new paint schemes and shit like that.
Gotta have your fez, right?
If you're gonna put money and money transactions in a game, and the game was only $20, and I didn't even pay $20 for it. I got it for free for having PlayStation Plus. Like literally, if you buy this game brand new when it's not on sale, it's a $20 game. Value-wise, I can't think of a better value proposition than I've ever got. Because I'm sure there is. But here's the thing. I'm talking for me personally. I'm
just waiting for the images to like pop up in the corner above my head.
And what am I editing in there?
I have no fucking clue.
I didn't know if you were thinking of a specific game. But what I was going to say is that I got it for essentially $17 because that's how much a PSN subscription is.
Yeah.
I was gonna have it anyway, so I got it for free. But it's a $20 game. If I had paid $20 for this, if I had paid $60 for this, the amount of hours I'd put in it wouldn't. The value proposition is ridiculous, and I paid nothing for it. And it's just mind blowing how great of a game I think it is. It's literally one of my favorite games of all time. It's in my top 5 probably. And now it's very different. It's like comparing it to something like which is another one I want to talk about and potentially do is like comparing it to The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, which is also one of my favorite games of all time. It's very different, so it's kind of hard to compare them there. Well, that's like a morally engrossing story, and this is just fucking hitting balls with cars, which there's room for both in the world of gaming, and I'm glad that Psyonix filled my ball void.
You glad that they gave you balls to fill your void?
Yeah, thanks, Psyonix. So I think that's gonna do it though. I think we really touched on all this stuff.
Yeah, this was relatively short.
It's a short one, but there's not again because it's so simple. It's literally
it's new. It's a newer game, compared to like Thief.
Well, yeah,
there's not a lot of
year.
Being like, oh, what is this influenced in the industry?
Yeah. But I think you're gonna see. There's gonna be imitators out there.
Everybody.
It's gonna happen.
It's the old hockey adage. Everybody's eventually going to try to get to the puck.
Yeah, somebody's going to try to come up with the next Rocket League because it was such a success and blew up so quick. And I'm not sure what that's going to be.
What do we know about catching lightning in a bottle?
Yeah.
Typically ends up bad.
Yes. But I'm glad that I hope that somebody is able to find and do the next, make that next something so simple that you're like, why didn't somebody else do this 20 years ago? And Excite by 64 kind of did, but it just sucked. So, and other people have done it, and fuck, they did it 8 years ago and nobody cared. So, everybody just ignored it when they did it the first time. That's gonna do it for the second episode of Bit by Bit. If you haven't played Rocket League, I would stress that you give it a try. If you got a PS4, it's also on PC. It's $20. It goes on sale all the time for like $10. So you can get it. If it looks like something you would be interested in, I don't know how you're watching this and haven't heard of Rocket League, but if you have it and it looks like something you'd be interested in, or just like the idea of a sports car-based game, give it a shot. $20. You'll get more than a
sports car-based game.
Yeah, all those sports car-based games that are out there, like this and Mario Kart. And that's about it. Well, I guess Mario Kart's a racing game, so that's different. But yeah, I would give it a try. I'm super addicted. Also, you now all know my PSN name, so if you want to play Rocket League with me, you can hit me up and maybe I'll potentially play with you, but no promises. Or Titanfall 2, I'm playing a lot of that. So anyways, until next time, keep playing video games, especially Rocket League. That shit's fucking dope, man.